My new car!
It's doing that bull in second gear again.
Is it? I don't want it then.
Oh my god.
Huh. Wonder why it's doing that.
What is it?
Like it just kind of like hesitates, like it, not bucking, but it like flutters.
And only in a certain gear, or just
a certain RPM range. I had another one that was doing it, and it was literally the coil. Did it do it once it got warmed up?
MSD, you never know with these guys.
Well, it just did it now because I come off the highway.
Now that it's hot.
Yeah, and then I said, let me just, because on the highway obviously it's wet.
I bet you it's that coil.
That wasn't all. I just clicked down when I pushed on it there.
Really?
Yeah.
What's this guy doing?
Stealing your plates.
So that's it, folks. Turbo car is leaving today to its new owner. So he's not stealing my plates, he's putting his own plates on. You excited for the car?
Very excited. Been waiting for a coupe for a while. It's actually my first coupe. I've owned a lot of GTs. Very excited.
It's awesome, man. So Spyro here behind me, I bought some parts off him when I was still in the Middle East, and we kept in touch. So it's kind of one of those, the best deals are when you keep in touch and you know people, and we managed to come to a good agreement for his supercharged 1990 GT. So I've been looking for a GT, and excited to get his car. He's excited to get mine. I wanted to go back to 5-speed. He wanted to go to auto, and the cage works for him. He's gonna be tearing up the streets legally in Mexico.
Yeah, gotta lose some pounds to get in the cage.
So that's it, guys. A little bittersweet, but I think he might be bringing the car back to get some paint, maybe a different look, maybe even a ditch kit. Who knows what we can convince him with? But that's it, guys. All right, cheers. So there we go, another notch down the road. You know, it's real when you're walking away with your tag. Turned out to be an all right day. Super windy, but at least it's not the rain. Told him I don't want to be caught in the rain with those Mickey Thompsons on the back. So that's it. Got my new car right here. New little project that should be a fun one. We'll go over that soon. I need to get some lunch. What's up? I'm just going through the car, you know, cleaning it. It's all those little things that you do when you first get a new to you car, and the steering wheel cover was driving me nuts. So I noticed it was just sort of like wrapped with this I don't even know what you want to call it, plastic nylon string, and it appears that underneath the steering wheel and the leather is actually in really good shape. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel the rest of this off, and I'm hoping for a really nice steering wheel, because the body of this car actually has a good amount of miles on it. So I thought maybe, you know, they were covering it up because it was in bad condition, where I think somebody covered it up to make sure it stayed in good condition. So let's get this off and take a look. So there we are, this weird cover is off, and there's a couple marks just from where, you know, that nylon or whatever it was wrapped around. So it's indented the leather a little bit, but I'm sure that's going to come out just as it breathes a bit. And this wheel is in fantastic shape, and as I'm looking in the interior, although it's pretty dirty, you know, the guy was a contractor, so it's probably really hard for him to keep things clean, but just little giveaways of how clean the interior actually is in this car, and a little bit of elbow grease is going to go a long way. Man, what a weird day for weather today, but you can see behind me, got the 90 GT idling away. You can hear the lovely whistle of the Vortec underneath the hood, and I've just kind of gone over a few little things, but let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. So there we go, we got to hear what she sounds like. I'm really excited about this car. I spent a little bit of time with it inside the shop, not too long, just kind of cleaning out some of the stuff and that was left behind. I opened up the hatch area, cleaned up, checked underneath the spare tire well. Surprised to find an aluminum spare four-lug wheel, which normally would have come with a convertible back in the day. But other than that, everything is super clean in here. The car itself is dirty. So, you know, the car is a clean car, but everything is, it needs a cleaning, a really good deep clean. And that goes for everything from the exterior. You know, he got caught in the rain dropping the car off to me today. I'm just gonna let this plane go ahead and fly over. The wind is crazy today, if you guys can't tell. I hope the little dead cat's doing its job on the microphone so you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. But yeah, the car is filthy. Obviously got caught in the rain, so the outside's pretty dirty. You know, the engine bay is gonna need a serious detail, but this is a fully built motor. You got trick flow heads on here. It's cammed, it's got the Vortec, everything else. So I think he said it makes about 10 pounds of boost. He said this hood actually wants to fly away. That's how windy it is today. So other than that, it's a 1990 GT, black on gray. And what's really interesting about this car, it's a no option car. And when I say no options, there's no options. So if we take a look in here, here we go. It's actually breaking the wind a little bit down here. There's no cruise control on this car. There's no power door locks. There's no power windows. There's no AC. And that's the way it came from factory. The only option this car has is rear defrost, and well, it's a Canadian car, so defrost came up here, obviously by default. So other than that, you know, there's about 130-ish thousand miles on the car that are original. I peeled off that ugly steering wheel cover. You can still sort of see a little bit of remnants of that, so I'll do a better deep clean on there, but the steering wheel is actually in really nice shape. And just other little giveaways that show actually how clean the interior is. You know, things like this wiper arm that might have been replaced, who knows, but you know, even the window switches, and sometimes those get all faded out and changed colors. Somebody invested the time and got the seats all recovered and redone. They look actually really, really nice. In fact, I don't mind the two-tone at all, to be honest with you. You know, it's got a black carpet in here. They did a little bit of a two-tone in the door panels, which look nice. Got rid of the mat bags down at the bottom. So again, it's just a lot of things. Just, you know, it needs some soap and water in here and some protectant. This interior is actually going to clean up really nice, so I'm excited for that. Otherwise, you know, it's a solid car. I've wanted a GT for a while. The paint isn't 100%, and I'm like, I don't know, the biggest paint critic that I know. Just, I know that the car is 100% rust free. The underside of this car is just amazing. I actually thought maybe he changed the floor pan, because I'm like, man, how is this car so clean, especially with the miles? So I don't know what it is recently. I've been on this kick. I've been wanting a GT, just a clean, you know, OG GT. And when this came along, trading for the Turbo Coupe just made sense to me. Turbo car was a lot of fun, super cool car, but I don't need a race car right now. And you know, I just really like to personalize and do those custom touches. So he didn't want to have to shift gears as much. He lives in the city. He wanted an auto. He wanted to potentially go faster, so he needed the cage. So the trade just made a lot of sense. I have kept the PonyRs in the deal, so those are going to be up for grabs. I'm sure they're not going to last long, but yeah, so technically I've never really had, well, I've had a GT before, but I think I've only stripped them down for parts. I've never actually had a driver, so that's sort of what's exciting here. You know, and I really want a 93 Cobra, so this is kind of somewhat filling that void, just in terms of overall looks and appearance. You know, got my GT hatch for now. So I'm happy that Spyro's happy. He's on his way back home driving the little red coupe, aka the Hellion Turbo, and you know, just gave him that quick little lesson on how to go through the gear shifter. That was funny. When the first thing when he got into the cars, he went to put the clutch pedal down and then realized There's no clutch in the car. No clutch.
Oh my god.
Funny, huh?
Oh my god.
Get used
Wow.
to it.
I was just right. That's instinct, man.
So I've done that numerous times. I'm happy to get into this thing and have to put the clutch pedal down. I don't know, I just like a manual transmission and a Fox body. And so here we go, guys. Let me know your thoughts, what you think I should do with this car. You know, I'm already scouting out potentially a saline wing for it. I've already got wheels and tires lined up. If you haven't followed my Instagram, then it would give you reason to do so, because I've already leaked out some pictures on the wheels that I'm getting restored for it. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. If the drivetrain will stay in the car, do I clean it up, give it more of a stock appearance? There's a lot of projects in the works here, guys, so make sure you stay tuned, follow along, subscribe. And for those of you that have been following along and subscribing, thank you again for all your support. Look forward to a lot of these projects that are going to happen here for the rest of the year, into the winter, and well into 2021.